Hi, myself James and you're watching Dead Laugh Moron. Today I'm gonna raise some questions about Marvel Cinematic Universe most highly anticipated and hyped up movie Endgame, which is still running in some theaters I guess. Anyway, we all know it's a sequel to Infinity War and final installment as well. So, after this, most probably MCU will start the hierarchy mode for preparing the production lineup straight for the future projects. However, few questions remain unanswered, so what are the questions? Let's dig in to find out. So in Infinity War, Thanos snapped deliberately to fulfill his destiny for the behest of the future. But in Endgame, tables got turned and our heroes won the day, paying heavy price for that. Not like the previous movie, where they literally were stultified by Mad Titan. However, as a follower of Marvel movies, I see Endgame as one of the definitive ending of the whole saga or whole one-decade journey from Iron Man to Infinity War and Endgame. But there are a few questions, so let's look up accordingly. As we all are expecting a credit scene, but utterly disappointed because MCU didn't manage to put one credit scene at least to show a good farewell, not even a spoiler, which indicates future references of X-Men's of MCU and Fantastic Four, which is quite a dug. They could at least include the teaser to refer the upcoming movie Spider-Man Far From Home. Unfortunately, they didn't. However, there was a mysterious noise. Why that sound is being placed there in end credits? People are saying it's the sound of forging metal, something like that, which reminds us of 2008 Iron Man movie, the beginning of all, while Tony Stark is building his armor. But still, question remained unanswered. Why adding such sound? Is it a reference of the upcoming Marvel movies, or intentionally added an audio to lure audience towards nothingness, or they like to create an hype even after this movie? Anything could be possible, but still not confirmed yet. So let's jump on to next question. Now, where did Gamora go? After the Endgame, why she left? And where to? Because she came from a different timeline. Did she return to that one? Because she's one of the renowned characters of Guardians of the Galaxy due to being a daughter of Thanos. We saw first female alien antagonist in MCU. She almost managed to take over the franchises, but Marvel sacrificed her for the sake of Soul Stone. Now the question still remains, what happened to this Gamora of past timeline, and where did she went off? Yeah, she's gone. Quill, aka, also known as Star-Lord, was running a search on her. We all saw that at the end of the movie. Anyway, next question. How did everyone on Earth is adjusting to a 5 years timeline since the snap? Because it took 5 years to revert back to normal. Thanks to our heroes, but how? People is coping with that. It stripped out technically most of the young generation turned into adults by now. Whereas Spider-Man friends looked same as earlier, like they were unaffected by this time jump. Pretty suspense. Well, where did the God of Mischief went? Loki, where did he go? At Endgame, he took off literally with the Tesseract. Is MCU is planning something else with him? Because recently Disney Plus surfaced to World Wide Web, and it is an interesting news. Because in there lots of new series of Marvel will be featured, including series of Loki also. However, what will be the actual story still not confirmed yet, and whether it's connected to MCU or not directly, that's also standing in shadow. So let's hope for the best. Captain America went back to the dedicated timelines to return the 6 Infinity Stones to its rightful place to avoid time continuums and paradox effects. Alas, what about Soul Stone? Is it been reinstated? Really? Like how? I thought it's impossible. What you guys think? Tell me in the comments. When everyone was clinging to a theory, even in one of my videos I just mentioned too, just flowing with that motion again, that is, Pepper Potts will save Tony Stark from outer space after the big face-off with Thanos. Somehow, Tony and Nebula managed to get out with Guardian ship. But things doesn't turn out like that in Endgame. It just proved our overwhelmed intuitions. Anyway, we saw in Endgame, Carol Danvers, also known as Captain Marvel, come to rescue two souls drifting in space. But the question is, how she came to know? Or just like passing by and finally found, ooh, spaceship with human and blue and that blue girl, they need help. Okay, that's enough. Let's move to our next question. Or the last question. How the hell Captain America aged so much? Yes, I'm talking about Steve Rogers. And that shield was broken, literally. Did he took that old shield from the past while doing the restoring jobs of those Infinity Stones, and he put back the Munich to Asgard again? Like, I don't see any logic in here. Really, if the hammer came here for the whole time, then what about that timeline where Thor's mothers got killed by dark elves of Ether? We also Thor used the hammer in that movie, Thor the Dark World movie, isn't it? This time traveling is too much for us. Well, what's the actual theory? If you are a Marvel buff, kindly you can post a video to us explaining all of this, or a simple comment will do the work.
Hey guys, do you all know what kind of species Nebula is and her powers? Without googling, if you wanna know, then by clicking on that bell icon will give you the answer of your questions. Anyway, another thing came to my mind: how Avengers and Guardians could breathe in planet Titan. Strange, isn't it? Before you all leave, share this video super fast, like this video for Black Widow's charm, smash the bell icon like Hulk, comment for reasonable debate like Tony and Steve. Okay folks, time to say bye. Till then, stay tuned, stay happy.